Lady Mary. It's a tough.
It's a tough old time for her. Yeah, she's doing all right though. She's, there are a few hot guys around this year, so
it's going to happen that quick. She's just going to get right back into it.
Well, no, she's not. I mean, it's a slow process, and Matthew was such a loved character, and I think it would be wrong for her to just move on really quickly. So it takes a bit of time.
And now Matthew gave her the one thing that everybody's been clamoring for 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Which is a male heir.
Well, exactly. So she has that responsibility, and she needs to find a husband. She knows that. But it's a great season. There's a real kind of energy about Series 4. It's like the 20s have really kicked off.
I mean, so much of the whole show has been about approaching modernity, but everywhere in the world, the 20s is when it happens.
Yeah.
So is that what we're going to see this year?
Yeah, and you see characters like Edith really embracing the 20s. She really kind of comes into her own, and there's a real kind of independence about her breaking out of, the restrictions that we maybe had in the kind of Edwardian period. It's really fun, and Shirley MacLaine comes back in for the last episode in the Christmas special, and so she always kind of ignites, the boredom.
It's really fun. I feel like it's such a different relationship from any of the other romantic stories. It feels so modern. She met this guy at work, in the office. So it's kind of so different from any of the other sort of suitors arriving at the house. So it's fun, and they have a lot of fun. We see her go to London, and it's very sort of glamorous and exciting and tense.
I actually think that's one of the most interesting parts of the show is the historical aspect of it. How it's not based on anything that's real. These are all real things that happen, and probably similar things were happening in the UK at the time.
Absolutely, and it's a really changing time for women's time period. So I'm really excited that we get to sort of show the changes that were happening and the kind of gaining independence which happens. And Edith certainly has that. She's now a working woman.